Ron Moshier, good morning, Ron. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Bill. There's a lot of bubbles were burst over the weekend. So
yeah, no doubt about it.
Locally, SU, Madison, Cooperstown, a couple of shockers, and with the SU thing, Bill, I'm still torn because I think they could beat anybody in the NCAA tournament, and they could lose to almost anybody in the NCAA tournament. That's the way this team is.
That is.
I don't know if there's a cut and dry answer. Sometimes I think to myself, well, they don't. They got what they deserve. They don't belong. But then you look at some of the teams they beat, and Vanderbilt's in as a 9 seed, and they lost more games than SU did.
I know.
And didn't play as tough a schedule, in my opinion. So. And, I'm watching ESPN, the Talking Heads this morning, because I couldn't wait to turn it on. And, Jake Villas thinks SU
got snubbed.
Most definitely should be in.
Yep.
And then you have Bomani Jones coming on and calling SU's zone cowardly. Any team that plays a zone is a coward.
Yeah.
And and Boeheim's supposed to come on at 8:30 on Mike and Mike. Oh, I don't mean to promote that, but I can't wait to hear Boeheim's response to his 2-3 zone being cowardly.
And you know what that response is going to be like. It's going to be ugly.
It's sort of like the Greensboro thing.
All right, so Cooperstown and Madison both out boys basketball.
Yeah, Section 3, we have in boys basketball, 3 of the 5 classes. We already had Liverpool in AA, Janesville DeWitt in A, with Boeheim's son, by the way, and West Hill in B. That's AA, A, and B boys all going to the Final Four. And then we had Saturday and Sunday, 2 number 1 ranked teams who I hate to say were locks, but I really thought that they were going to make it to the Final Four as well, and that would mean 5 for 5 for Section 3 boys basketball in the Final Four next week in Binghamton. Well, it didn't work out that way, obviously, because Madison lost by 10 to Harrisville up in Potsdam on Saturday. And then yesterday, what a shocker. I mean, you talk about March Madness. I have to believe that's what they're feeling in Cooperstown right now. They were up 14-0 and 23-2 over Moravia. And, of course, you turn that around, and I guess it's March magic for Moravia because coming back from that...
they beat them last year, didn't they?
Two sides to that story. That's an incredible story that they came back and beat them. Remember, this is the same school that ended Cooperstown season last year in double overtime.
That's what I thought,
in the regionals. And this time they come back with an incredible comeback. So, and they did it with not much depth. They played all 5 starters until the last minute of the game. And still won.
And Madison also having their season come to an end, which is, they were somebody that I really thought we were going to see in Binghamton. I
thought so too, Bill. But they were 24-0 before that loss to Harrisville, and from what I understand, Harrisville has 7 losses. You talk about the NCAA tournament and SU's losses. Harrisville has 7 losses, but it's sort of deceiving because that's a Class D school, and way up north there, around Messina, there are very few schools, and they wind up playing, some bigger schools like a Messina, like a Canton. And I think that toughens them up. And the strange thing is that Harrisville team is very young. So I was a little surprised that they were able to hold Madison to 42 points, you know. But Madison's got a few kids coming back, including a 1,000-point scorer next year in Sam Madison with 2 T's. That's Madison. Mm-hmm. And I really think, you could hear from them again next year. And Cooperstown, it comes down to, I'm working on a story for tomorrow, whether the coach's son, Tyler Bertram, is going to come back for his senior year. Right now, he's got almost 1,900 career points.
Wow.
He could become Section 3's all-time scoring leader next year.
Wow.
But he may be headed for prep school to get ready for college because he's a Division I prospect.
So
yesterday held to 15 points, by the way, by Moravia defense. So.
Wow. Certainly that had to play a big role.
Oh, well, he was averaging almost 31. So,
all right, and, onward to baseball. And, here we go with another March. It looks like another wintry March. We're looking at over 10 inches of snow possible. And all that's going to do is delay these teams from getting outside and being able to practice outside. when it comes to spring baseball for high schools.
Yeah, and believe me, I realize it was in the 70s, but even back in 1970s, I did not like practicing baseball in the gym.
Yeah, I know.
It's no fun. So
Yep. It's also no fun to be practicing when it's 30. Practicing outside. It's just
true.
And even I got to tell you, I remember going to my son's baseball games and American Legion games in June and sitting out there and having it cold in June. I mean, we still can get some pretty cool nights around here. So,
all
right.
Yeah. Hey, you're gonna laugh, but I can remember as a teenager, my brother's birthday is in May, and we had a snow day in Richfield Springs. So
yeah, that's that stuff does happen.
Now that was before climate change, Bill.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ron Moshier, and you can read all about it in the OD, utica.youtube.com. Ron, as always, thanks so much. And before we know it, we'll be talking baseball.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bill. Take care.
Thanks so much.